how were gay wrestlers treated back in the territory days? Did their fellow compatriots even care for the most part?
Oh, we beat the shit out of them little bad. Now, there's a lot of talk in the world about LGBTQL, PRTRY. Nobody cared. They would go to the ring, whether they were actually gay or not. Some guys just played gay wrestlers, but nobody cared except the fans because we had to work with them. So if a guy come in, and I'm sure we had, and I don't quote me on this, but I'm sure we had trans wrestlers years before it became fashionable. Wrestling has always led in a lot of stuff like that. We may have had a guy who wrestled as a woman, but yet nobody knew it, not even the girls he was working with. So I don't know. But no, there was no, we had to work. And people said, well, what about black wrestlers? We didn't give a shit. We were trying to make money with these people. Whatever. And a lot of gay people, I work with, Adrian Street wasn't gay, but he played a gay guy. Oh, he was great. He would work that crowd up because they actively believed that he was gay. The only thing that threw him off, and I always thought this was brilliant on Adrian's part, he had Miss Linda outside the ring. So wait a minute, now you got this gay guy who doesn't like women, but yet he has a woman in his corner. Is he or isn't he? And he was probably the toughest one on the card. Because nobody give Adrian Street lip because he just take them in the ring and beat shit out of them. But yeah, we had to work with gay people. We didn't care. Whatever they did on their off time, that was their business. As long as it didn't affect me or anything I do or anything anybody else did, nobody cared. That's how they were treated. They were treated just like everybody else, like shit. Stop it. That's not funny. That's not funny.
I like that one. Just sprung that. I think maybe Pat Patterson, who he always described himself as the first openly gay wrestler, which in fairness,
loved him.
Yeah, and he always said it's like no one ever cared in the business even in the 50s because it's like running away from it's like running away to the circus. You know what I mean? It's like all the misfits basically go into this business somehow. And everyone's accepting of everyone for the most part. Even Dick Murdoch was a KKK member, supposedly, and he worked with black wrestlers all the time. Supposedly.
And he really didn't give a shit. Now could he have been a KKK member? I guess. Because, he would say a lot of racist stuff. But whether he believed that or not, I don't know. I don't think he believed it. He might say it, but I mean, if people heard him today say that stuff, they said, oh my God, they don't have to worry about canceling him because he died like 20 years ago. But he was a great guy too, and a tough bastard. And nobody cared. He did not. Seriously, I was thinking about this the other day. Nobody cares if somebody's gay. I think in real life, nobody cares either, unless you make an issue of it. And then you bring it to their attention, and then you may get an
opinion.
Yeah, that's all it is, really. So if you're a guy and you want to go with a guy, do it. More power to you. Just don't bother me with
it. Do you? You've mentioned this guy before, and we've never talked about on the podcast, Cassandro, because there was in Mexico. Yeah. There's even like a division pretty much for the exoticos, because what was it, the Rudos and
exoticos.
I forget what the babyface are called.
I didn't know this, and I asked one day. I said, "Now this was I asked this at TNA because we were going to bring him in. I just thought he was I didn't know what he was, but he had a great gimmick. I mean, he gets over. He goes out there and he does this, but I didn't know what exoticos were. but they're trans guys, I guess, or women. I don't know what they are.
Or
but they had
ambiguous. Gender ambiguous, shall we say.
Yeah, okay, they were that. But he drew a lot of money, and we could have drawn a lot of money with Cassandra. Because he had that star appeal about him. And he'd go in a ring and he'd paint his face up and he'd have his eyelashes and his hair and and he had a male body, but he tried to adapt to a female body. And people didn't hate him, but he was entertaining. He was very entertaining. So, and I think there's still a place. I mean, when you take humor out of everything, a lot of people take it the wrong way, and some of them may be in their right to take it the wrong way. But now, you can't even do that, because now you become a homophobe, or I don't know. It's beyond me.